So many local museums in our area are celebrating Black History Month. That includes the Museum of the American Revolution in Old City, Philadelphia. They are not only celebrating the month, but they are exploring stories of unsung revolutionaries as well. And here to tell us more is Adrienne Whaley, the Director of Education and Community Engagement for the museum. Adrienne, good morning. Thanks for being here with us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Adrienne, I know that you are super busy, especially this month. You are jam-packed with tons of activities. Let's talk about some of the highlights.
Sure. So it's always really important to say that here at the Museum of the American Revolution, every month is Black History Month. There is not a month that goes by when we are not telling stories of people of African descent and their roles and contributions in the Revolutionary era. But we do have some exciting things happening this month. So one thing I'm really excited to lift up is a forum that we're doing in partnership with the Dennis Farm Charitable Land Trust. This is something that we do with them every year. And this year, we're really excited to be thinking about the stories of the contributions of people of African descent during the Revolutionary era and thinking about maybe why those stories were lost, why they were forgotten, why they weren't shared, how American history might have been different if more people knew those stories, and what folks can do in the present day to activate their knowledge of that history. We are really excited to also be telling the story of a young Philadelphian named James Forten, who actually sails on a privateer ship for the revolutionary side and then goes on to become an active abolitionist and an active anti-slavery activist in the city of Philadelphia. We've got live first-person performances of a young James Forten, and we're actually going to be doing one that is going to be live streamed over the internet so that anybody can join us from no matter where they are in the country. So that's something we're really looking forward to. And then the third thing I'll say is that we have a series called Read the Revolution. And this month, our special book that we're going to be talking about is one that focuses on the story of a man named Jeffrey Brace, who's born in West Africa. He's captured, he's sold into slavery, but he ends up fighting for the Continental Army during the Revolutionary War. He ends up earning his freedom and goes on to build a family in Vermont, which is the earliest American state before it joins the United States of America, though, to abolish slavery. So we're going to have a fantastic talk by author Dr. Carrie Winter. And what's really cool about this is that we're actually going to be joined by one of Jeffrey Brace's descendants, Rhonda Brace. So that's going to be a really interesting conversation.
Wow, that sounds exciting. There's so many stories that I've never even heard of before. So it sounds like a lot of people are going to be getting a nice education lesson there. In addition to Black History Month activities, you also have a lot planned for President's Day weekend, which is later this month. What's in store for that?
Oh, goodness. So we're always thinking about different ways that we can explore the story of George Washington and all of the president's men, right? So we tend to think about the presidency as only the person who is in the Oval Office, or I guess in early Philadelphia, who's in that first White House in Philadelphia. But there's a whole bunch of people who are surrounding George Washington, right? There are people like Aunyea Judge. There are people like William or Billy Lee. There are all sorts of folks who are contributing to his household, making sure that his presidency runs smoothly. And so through discovery carts, through hands-on learning objects, through talks and tours in the galleries, we're going to be lifting up all of these different stories for guests, not only who come into our building, but also who interact with us online and via social media.
Gotcha. Nice. So a lot in store. For more details about everything happening at the Museum of the American Revolution, you can visit the Philly Live section of NBC10.com or the NBC 10 app. Adrienne Whaley, thank you so much for joining us on Philly Live and telling us more about all the fun you have planned this month.
Thank you. We'll see you at the museum.